All right, for the recording and for VOD watchers, welcome in, welcome in. Our plan today, let's move me over here, is to, let's see, I think it's mostly base building. We left off with my numb tongue from the dentist, and we were just about to build our base because we finally decided where we wanted to build it until we decide it's gonna suck. We are also trying out this little highlight effect to see if it's actually worth having on to help locate things. So we've got most everything we need to start out with in that locker, and I think this one? No, this is the excess locker. So we've got enough for a compartment, a hatch, a solar panel. That's really, ooh, maybe we should need a fabricator as well. So let's go get some more, what was that, copper? Like 2 more copper, 2 quartz, and 2 titanium. Okay. Here, copper, 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 copper. 5 streak, let's go! I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, and some other things, let's see, I'm trying to think of some other things to like actually talk about. So between this stream, last stream, oh, I spent a lot of time testing. This is a whole freaking story. Okay, so my friend wants to play Elden Ring Night Rain with me. Yes. Thank you for the head pats. And so I was trying to figure that out, and I've been playing that a little bit recently to make sure it's all running good, because I was debating on streaming it or not. Which I still haven't decided. That might be tomorrow, because I do have some time tomorrow. Maybe not. Haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll push it off to Saturday. But it just was lagging so bad, and I like kept stuttering. And it's run perfectly fine in the past before, like just flawlessly. And so I've been so confused. I was just like, why are you not working now all of a sudden? And I was worried because it was like I downloaded too much stuff between the times, and so I went through and deleted a ton of stuff that I just wasn't playing or using. So just like a ton of games that I hadn't played in a while. Like did a huge sweep of just junk on my computer of useless old thumbnails and photos that I'm not using. And like I put a ton on efficiency mode, like a ton of apps on efficiency mode. I think I might have broken my Google a little bit because of that, but oh well. All right. How much do we have now? We got a few copper, we need, what was it, 2 quartz? 2 more quartz? Wait, was that what I needed? Yeah, 2 quartz. Okay then. And so like I was doing this huge clean sweep. I was Googling, and like I downloaded a CPU like monitor, and so that way I could check if my, like I also downloaded a temperature monitor thingy for, how often do I play Helldivers? Occasionally. Often. It's not like terribly often, just because I don't have a lot of like motivation to play it. But I have heard that the new update is actually really good, so I will probably play it in the future. But as I was saying, yeah, so I downloaded all this crap so that way I could monitor the temperature of my computer and monitor my cores and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm running well below the like optimal range, so it's like perfect. I was running at like 10% GPU or something, like, or CPU, and like 40% memory usage, and my network percentage usage was at like 0%, which is like astonishing for how my computer just chugs it. I don't have a single other battery. Man, what was that? Batteries, 1 copper, 2 of those little ribbon plants. Might as well build a new one right now. And I went through like all the settings in Night Rain and just got like set all of it down to like the minimal quality, and so it just looks like trash now. And all the grass looks weird and flaky, and all the rendering is so clearly rendered in, like you could very obviously see it. I'm like, and it still ran and stuttered so weirdly. And it was only when I was in like new areas or high use areas. So stuff like boss attacks or like the Night Lords, which is the worst because those are the major bosses that you just spent 40 minutes trying to get to. And like other bosses, the castle in the center, which is also a really important spot, it just did not run for the life of it. And then I checked one setting after like hours. This was like a full like 4 hours in total over the course of like 3 or 4 days. I was looking and Googling and chat GPTing it and just nothing. And then after like the 1800 rewording on Google and like adding more and more specs into it and be like, what is the issue? It finally was like, oh, sometimes it stutters a little when in window mode. So just switch it to borderless window mode and it will be fine. I did that, runs like a dream now, flawless. And I'm so upset that I just wasted so much time, so much effort. I've probably screwed up my settings somewhere. What's up? Welcome in, welcome in. Blood's beating you on how often. He showed up more often than you. Why is it okay? If you're wait, let's look at this. So this is YouTube. That's me. I'm on my phone on YouTube to make sure that's still up and working. But it says that there's only one of you. Oh, Airpro, you're not showing up. You don't even exist. You don't exist. Don't roar at me. Alright. So, because I don't think I really had like anyone in chat last time or anyone paying attention, we decided to build right up here. But I'm looking around and maybe this isn't a smart idea. But it works out so good. It seems like such a good spot. So it's right here, basically. And so it's right on the edge of these thermal spires, pretty close to, I think it's the mining site, which I vaguely remember is like kind of important. It's next to this West Arctic, which I honestly haven't seen anything in. No predators or like I haven't seen many resources. And right next to a kelp zone, which is good. And so I figured we'd build up near the surface and also have like a path downward. But I'm just not, it's not a very interesting building location, but it's very convenient because it's pretty close to the center of all this mess. And if I need to go over here, it's just going to be a quick swim to get over to this area. But I don't think, like, looking at all these icons, it seems like most of this is going to be the important part. But I also have no idea, like, where this underground stuff is. Oh. Okay. So that's the cave. That's it. Yeah, see. So, like, all the important stuff is over here in this half. So that's kind of why I wanted to be here. But I'm worried that there's just not going to be a lot of food and stuff. I'm thinking about if we build a temporary little base right here, or maybe it's not gonna let me and this was all for naught. Shoot. Well, I didn't plan for that. I wasn't expecting failure. Because I wanted to build like right here, and then we'd build it out to down there, just that way we know that it links up right here. Okay, well, time for plan 2. We're gonna go right next to this, right here, straight down, and hope we don't drown while at it. Because if we go straight down, then when we go straight up, it'll work. Actually, I want to go back a smidgen. Okay, I think this will work. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. We'll find out. Oh, right here. Okay, temp base down. And it seems plenty high enough, so that way when we build a moon pool, wherever a moon pool is. I'm not an architect.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
I'm mildly okay at decorating. I kind of really hope that I actually get some decent solar panels down here. That's part of the reason why I wanted to build up there, was because I knew I'd get good solar power. I need water. Man, this start is so much more rough now that I have no idea what I'm doing or how anything goes together. The first game, it was like all smooth. I knew exactly what I was doing next and how long stuff would take and where items were. And now I'm completely lost and second guessing. And now I don't have any power because it's not daytime. Or I take that back.
Power restored.
Lucky me.
All primary systems online.
10%, 15%. Sweet. Seems like we're getting decent power. All right. I don't even know. Oh, right. I wanted to build like a bunch of lockers, and we'll just stockpile a ton of materials and see how well that treats us, I guess. And then today we'll be doing a decent amount of building and probably a decent amount of exploring. And then I'll just stockpile a ton of materials off camera, probably over the weekend or something, or if I don't stream tomorrow, then maybe tomorrow. See, there's some decent resources around here. I thought I saw a giant resource node over here somewhere. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was titanium. But these little, I don't remember what they're called. They're little jellyfish, like eye jellyfish. They're super weird, but they don't seem to be hurt. Oh, never mind. They do hurt. Okay. So how are those 12 penguins, get appetite? I think they're still in the locker. Oh, I wonder if I could set them down inside. Alright, new task. While we're at it, we're gonna also make sure that this lines up with up there. So if we go straight up from here, then like over, let's see, actually, so we'll add like a T-joint. What's a T-joint gonna look like? So, wait, first let's get some oxygen. Oh, oxygen, yay. Alright, so then we can build off this side, and our ladder up should be like right here. So if we go straight up, where does that land us? Oh, I've never seen this swimming animation. Shoot, this might be too close to... Darn it, we're underneath. That does not work out for us. Mistakes were made. Revising. Shoot, now we have to, like, unbuild all of this again. Alright. Give me that. Give me that. This is why I wanted to start from up there. I don't like those weird noises it makes. It sounds like something's going wrong. Actually, what if we just built out a little bit? Started from right here.
Warning, emergency power only.
So if we just build that one, take this one apart. Let's see where that's gonna line up. Somewhere around here, straight up. Okay, doesn't look like it's gonna clip. I don't want to pull out my sea glide because then it might drag me forward or something when I can just hit the up button. Okay, that just barely doesn't hit. If I... Okay, yeah, that doesn't seem too big. So, because I want on top of this iceberg. Why? Because it seems like fun. All right. So I think we barely avoided screwing everything up. And now we can re-add power. Please. Re-add our entrance so we don't drown.
Power restored.
I don't remember if we can change our color on the base, but if not, I really hope that we get to change the color in the future. Is there any good titanium around? I'm gonna build just a little more. That's silver. Wait, chance of silver. Meaning I can probably get... Oh, now that I need to... Whoa. Grab trap. I look so... Oh, wait. I thought I already had the grab trap. Ooh, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? Something good? Fettuccine? That's what I had for dinner. Fettuccine's yummy. We don't have, like, temperature. Other than just the freezing. Is this keeping me warm? If I build a thermal reactor there, will it actually give me power? I have no idea. Holy crap, we've already been streaming for almost 20 minutes. Look at that. Or sorry, recording for 20 minutes. So that's when the actual stream started. Oh, here we are. It's chicken with black beans, corn, rice, and shredded cheese. Man, that sounds really good. I just ate, but kind of making me hungry again. That sounds real good. Do I have enough titanium for a third? I do. Sweet. Alright. So, all our titanium will go in the first one. Bunch of silver. What do we have to build? Do we even... Okay, we do have a multi-purpose room, at least. And... Wait, I thought we had the big room. Oh, there it is. That takes a plasteel, which is a lot. I mean, it's not, like, incredibly difficult to build now that we have a ton of titanium in this game. So... where do you think the closest moon pool is? Pilot's last known position. Oh, that's the lady. That's the main island's entrance. Maybe we should go... I don't know how deep that is, so I don't know if we'll be able to breathe down there. Because I don't want to start diving down there without a sea truck if we can't breathe. I don't want to build a sea truck without a moon pool or some variation of it. Whatever its variation is in this game. Sea truck fragment. I need the titanium, so you're coming with me. Yeah, this little orange outline doesn't seem to be helping much. Maybe I'll switch it to like something lighter, like a blue, so that way it doesn't stand out so much, but it's still there and helpful. Yeah, that's the setting, so I'm not gonna lose oxygen in here. Something like that. Yeah, see? It's still there, it still stands out a little bit, but not like crazy much. That
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yay! Oh, I didn't go flying this time. Take two, take two. Down, 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 and up. I know this is a game about swimming, but why swim when I can fly? Or more accurately, reverse fall. Yeah. Oh wait, look. It says that you're finally in the chat. 3. But it doesn't show you as a user. It's me, Blood, apparently 2 bots, but normally it doesn't count as the bots. Why does it say that? It says rigged. Oh yeah, well somebody's in here other than me and Blood, because I don't think it normally counts a bot. Sometimes it does, but... Well wait, I'm not even in that one. I have my phone on the YouTube one. That one. So, yeah, there's at least one more person that's unaccounted for. Oh man. I wish I had a cool blue aura. That'd be cool. I was thinking about getting a PNG snorkel for my face, but I just didn't have the time, and the one time I did have time, I totally spaced it. I'm running. This is why I want that base, so that way I can get a battery charger. Do we have a battery charger? No. Yes, we do. Look at that. Where'd we find one of those? Silver and copper. Let's get that soon, because this is getting ridiculous having to build more and more batteries. That's a copper. Ooh, Discord. Should we look up what it is? Let me pull it up on my phone while I look for if we have any silver. Wrong one. I don't think I have my Discord open. There we go. Starting. And it's... Ooh. Look at that, chat. That does look pretty good. It's very bright where you are. It's getting very dark where I am. Wait, aren't you like 2 hours ahead of me? How is it so bright? It looks like middle of the day for you. I need food before I starve. I've got a peeper. 2 peeper. 3 peeper! Now some more water just to be safe. Because I like stocking up on water for as little as I drink in a day. I have this terrible little water bottle that holds like maybe a 1.5 like typical water bottle sizes. I think a typical is like 12 ounce. So like this is like 18 ounces maybe, but like the lid keeps falling off. Even though it's a screw-on lid, you can just pull it off and it just pops right off. And I keep, so like I'll grab it and then I'll grab the lid and then it'll slip out of my hand because the lid just pops off and that spills all over the truck floor while I'm working. It's very inconvenient. Put that away. We need 2 silver, 2 copper, right? So we need 1 more silver, 1 more copper. Oh, we have got one of these now. I forgot. I keep forgetting that we have this thing. But it's not terribly good. Because I feel like I'm spending more time looking for where it's trying to send me than actually. Come on. Let me grab you. I'm pushing it, but it's not letting me grab it. That's so rude. Oh, and bright lights. You have a white light. Like most dining rooms I see have like a very yellow, one of those yellow tinted lights instead of the white ones. So it's interesting. I've always liked the white lights until I started driving, and now everyone with their giant neon white lights, they're so obnoxious because they're so bright, and I've got like light sensitivity, not like to a crazy extent, but it's definitely makes like bright lights annoying and uncomfortable. And so the fact that while I'm driving they also have those lights, and then probably their high beams on, so it's right in my eyes. It's so rude. But like, I get it. My mom had a car with one of those lights, and it would make it so easy to see. I think the yellow lights look ugly anyway. Okay, so we need silver. Or whichever one gives silver. Argagurtite. However you pronounce that. But first we should get some oxygen. Those bright lights are so obnoxious. I don't know why people have those. Like, they're just, sometimes they're so excessive. And also, I drive like a low to the ground car. It's not like super low, but it's typical low. And so like all of the big trucks that want to be fancy have those lights, meaning that they're just at the perfect height that high beams are no. It reflects in my mirror and shines directly in my eyes every time. And then we go over bumps and stuff, or like hills like this. And so like it will go in my eyes, out, in my eyes, out. And I think they're flashing their lights at me. And so I'll look in the rear view and they're just going over little hills. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, the white lights are great for like in a building, in my opinion at least. I love the white lights. I think the yellow lights makes everything look gross. I feel like it makes everything look dirtier and grimier than it actually is. But on a vehicle, well, handy. They're so bright, so bright. They could be that color and not have to blast my eyes out while they're at it. Why is there no silver around here anywhere? Maybe more towards the island. I think that's where we found more silver last time. Man, everyone missed out. Like, nobody was in chat for last stream. And they all missed out because it was so funny that I had like a half numb face. I was like, I thought it was funny at least. I would have been laughing if it didn't hurt to laugh at the time. And we're at 50% battery. The batteries just drain faster in this game, or am I just using it a lot more than I'm realizing? Sense of fear running down the stairs. I They could smell it. It looks like it would smell really good. Alright. So now maybe we can find some argonite. Argonite. That's gold. I don't need gold. Oh, you know what? I think there was some of this over near our base. But as long as we just get the silver, it should be enough. Oh, see, at nighttime this is actually really useful. Lead. Wait, scan? Ooh, hardy cave bush. We're not in a cave though. Our species which grows well on rocky terrain.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Why is it called rocky or like cave bush when we're not in a cave? If it doesn't grow in caves, why call it a cave at all, bush? Ah, hello, welcome, welcome. We're playing Subnautica Below Zero, and we're not very far into the game. Basically, we crash landed and we're looking for our sister, who's supposed to be somewhere on this island, or like on this planet, somewhere. Do you know anything about the story, or would you like a recap? Right now, for this stream, we're going to do a lot of building the base up and maybe a little exploring. We're probably going to go see the architect, and so that's a pretty major plot point that we're probably going to hit this stream. A recap. Yes, a recap of the lore of Subnautica. So like what happened in the first game, why we're here in this game. You don't like the recaps? But they're so fun. What if somebody doesn't know? I could recap this game real quick. We're looking for our sister, who's supposed to be on this planet, right? I already said that. Because they said that she either like I don't remember, something about like getting put off of her assignment because she's a scientist here for Altera, because of negligence, but we don't believe that one bit because our sister is supposedly really smart. They can look it out. Go Gemini. Oh, but see, I could do such a better job. I could put it in like human terms. Like, maybe I should just recap it every video. Like, that should be the first 30 minutes of every stream. Ooh, a wood desk. I don't remember getting that. What were we building? Oh, right, the battery chargers. That way we can actually start getting batteries charged. So we'll pick up that one, and we'll bring over a bunch of the materials, like all the titanium, the lead, some silver. Or the wiki. No, wikis are hard to navigate. I'm sure it wouldn't do nearly, like it would spoil a bunch of the future stuff, I'm sure. Here are all our penguins. I put them out here in the water, so that way they're not all dried up. There's the rest of our, what are those called? Batteries, that's the word I'm looking for. Should we pick up some penguins? I think that would be fun. Let's drop that. Let's see if we put one of them down in the base. Yeah, but then it's gonna be spoilers. Then you know what's gonna happen this game. And everybody else, other than me, who knows the general strokes of what happens in this game, knows what happens. Honestly, when you look at like the outer view of what happens in this game, unless they build a new game based off of the ending of this one, which is not Subnautica 2, that's completely unrelated. Like, this game is honestly completely pointless. You could 100% just ignore this game and it would have no ramifications on this like overall story of the world. Alright, fine. Since nobody seems to want to recap. But I will be explaining any of the new story points. I just will recap old story points as for now. Maybe I should turn that into its own YouTube video. But then I'd get too far off on side tangents and start rambling. Look at him go. Oh, I don't have my knife. Well, he stopped anyway. Where am I going? This way? Okay, so... see, you can kind of see where I want to build. I want to build up on that, like, ledge there. And then I think... we noticed that there was like a little cave on the other side of this. Was it this island? I think it was this little island. So we needed to get up there. And so if we can get up to here, jump over, and then jump over to the next cave, I think I want to see where that all goes and leads. But like the only way to do that is to get a prawn suit. So that's going to be a little ways away. Alright, how's our 53%? Well, that's not terrible considering we're 100 meters deep, but I'd honestly kind of like more power, because I don't know if that's going to provide us enough power to actually start running things. Alright, finally got some batteries going. Pay me to make double chocolate brownies. Oh! Chocolate brownies. Chocolate brownies are so good. Like the soup, like, alright, do you guys prefer the end bit, like the outside bits of the brownie, or the interior bits? Because I've heard that there's a big discourse. I've always preferred the outside with the little crunch, because then you still get the mushy a little bit on like half of it, but then you also get the little crunch on the other ends. Like, it's so good. All right, can I put this down? Please? Darn it! What good is a pangling if you can't have him run around the base? Oh, he's so cute. Also, is he missing a leg or is that his tail? I think that's a tail. Well, he's just my special little guy if he's missing a leg. Actually, let's swap this up. We'll have one container just for titanium, and then another container for other materials, and one more container for random other objects like penguins. We'll throw those in here for now. Don't need all of this. We do need to turn this into water because it's just kind of sitting in our... Alright, yes, but any part is good. It's a brownie. Of course it's good. But like, there's definitely superior sections. Alright. We'll start charging this battery. We should probably build a few more batteries just while we're at it. So that way we're not... So that way we have enough to swap out with. So let's see if we can pick up any copper while we start moving stuff over. And might as well pick up some more titanium to actually build up the base a little bit. And we don't have, we just replaced that battery. Actually I just swap it over from here. Here we go. Yay, titanium. This way I think is where we wanted to go. Copper, please. Nope, titanium. Yes, the inner part is so soft, so good. Yeah, okay. The inner part is super soft and super good, especially like right when it's like still warm, and like just out of the oven, but not like 1,000 scalding hot degrees, because that sucks. I've definitely been like, oh, this smells so good, this looks so good, and then I take a bite out of it too soon, and then it's just molten lava, and your entire tongue's just melted off, and then you can't enjoy the rest of it because you can barely taste a thing anymore. It's very sad when that happens. But if you can get it at just that critical point where it's not cold but still warm on the inside, but not like 1,000 degrees, oh, that's so good. Yes, blood. I'm a huge fan of sugar. I've got like the world's biggest sweet tooth. I was at Walmart today and I saw these Laffy or not Laffy Taffies, the like saltwater taffies
30 seconds
for
of
only like
oxygen remaining.
$3 for the whole bag. That's a steal compared to like gas station candy. It's like $3 for like a half a candy bar. It's ridiculous. And so the fact that I got like a decent sized bag for $3, oh, I'm pretty happy. Did you know 2 to 5 minutes? Exactly. Unless you've got like a really good heat conducting pan, and then the pan might keep it still super warm. Do not throw it in the fridge. Like I've once like cut out a piece, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll just throw it in the fridge for like 1 minute, and then it'll all be good. It'll cool down to just enough. I won't leave it in there for too long. Yeah. So I didn't want to leave it in for too long, and so I left it in there for like exactly a minute. I took it out, and it was cold on the outside, but still like kind of warm. And then I took a bite, still 1,000 degrees on the inside. Doesn't work out as advertised. You need water. All right, my side thought. Did you know the little banana flavoring in like Laffy Taffy and other candies like Runts? That banana flavoring, even though it doesn't taste like anything about our bananas currently, is a real banana flavor, or was a real banana flavor. There were these bananas that existed. Like all bananas are like super inbred right now, and so like they barely even are able to like grow more, honestly. And so because they were so inbred, especially that breed of banana, like our first breed of banana, I'm losing my train of thought. There was a virus that went through, and since they were all so genetically similar, it just like spread like wildfire and killed literally all of them. All bananas of that variety died. And so this other guy had some other bananas that were just different enough that they could actually resist it, that like so that they grew, and so those are now our new bananas. And so that's why banana flavoring and our actual bananas taste so different. But our current bananas are still super inbred and so genetically similar that it would be like, it's super possible that it just happens again, and we'll have to either get entirely new banana, or all bananas as we know cease to exist. So I hope you don't like bananas too much, or maybe I just gave you existential dread. We need, what, one more copper? Apple bananas. Eh? Apple bananas. Heh? Is a popular sweet and delightful acidic dessert banana from the Philippines, also known as the apple banana or silk banana. Due to its flavor and thin yellow skin that splits when ripe, the plant grows 6 to 10 feet tall This is small, round, tipped fruits. How is this different from a normal banana? Are they... What's the difference between this and a banana? But looking at these seeds here, they also seem super inbred. So basically, how breeding plants work is that you just choose a few plants that are super similar, but have traits that you want, and so have a little more of the good yummy stuff and a little less seeds or something, and then you breed those two together, and so they'll end up with more yellow stuff than seeds, like edible parts than seeds, and then you breed those two together, it with one of its parents, to get even more, and then those two with the first one that you bred, and so they end up super inbred because of that, with not a lot of seeds, making it very hard to actually grow new ones. That's why most of the time, if you just went out and planted a banana in your backyard, it probably wouldn't grow, just because there's not enough seeds and nutrients for those seeds on how it's supposed to be. How they grow new bananas, I have no idea. That part I never actually looked into. This is all just stuff I read from a book once upon a time. So, do take my words with a grain of salt. And I'm stuck. Hello? And I'm fixed. There we go. Okay. Just forgot how to use my legs for a second, I guess. We need copper. Copper. Just a smidgen of copper. I just want one more battery. Maybe 2 more batteries. So maybe 2 copper. How we got to the topic of bananas? I don't know. I felt like talking about bananas. Welcome to ADHD, I guess. If I had to retrace my steps, I probably couldn't. I forgot all the steps, literally everything other than me telling you some facts that I found interesting about bananas, I have forgotten. That and something about your dinner. My dinner, my little sister made, and it was fettuccine, and it was very good. Normally we have this store-bought fettuccine that you just throw in the oven. And that's really good. I like the chicken and noodles. I think fettuccine without chicken isn't all that great in my opinion, because it's just too much noodle, not enough other. Chicken banana? No. Maybe. No. I don't know how. You guys, I don't know. You're gonna make me start experimenting with things, and this is gonna end up how the new COVID starts. Is you guys are gonna start suggesting things, and it's gonna get worse and worse, and my tolerance for it is gonna get weirder and weirder. And then you're just gonna suggest some random crap that's totally off the walls, like toenails and pudding or something. And then I'll be like, oh, you know what? That sounds delicious. And then this is how bad things start. But chicken and banana, I don't know, because I don't know if that would taste good. Are bananas too sweet? Maybe certain. I've never ever heard of a dish that had chickens and bananas in it at the same time. So I don't know. I feel like if it hasn't done before yet, then maybe there's a reason. Is that a popular dish? Am I missing out on something? Chicken banana. Chicken banana. This is a YouTube video. This is just really weird. What? What? This is cute. It's just a meme joke. Yeah, see this? This looks disgusting, but I can't tell if that's just because of the poor quality. That's not like super studio whatever quality, but I'm no gourmet. I don't know what that would taste like, but now I'm like seriously considering trying it. I don't see the banana in this.
Protect your dreams.
No, shut
Nice
up.
job.
I'm not advertising for you. Or you. Okay. Shush.
Banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, 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 chicken, banana.
Okay then. I can't show much more than that in case of copyright, but as somebody who's thought he's seen all the memes, apparently I've not seen all the memes. Why? What? Arabian chicken and banana stew is a dish. Okay, and a stew. A stew? Is it any good? Have you tried it? I don't know. A stew of banana and chicken. In theory, sounds really good. But that's the worry about in theory, is that everything sounds good in theory. And then you end up eating it and you're like, this was terrible in hindsight. This was stupid. Oh, and I'm out of battery. Super drain batteries so fast. Oh wait, we already have one pre-made. Okay. Alright, now we have plenty of batteries, finally. Is there anything worthwhile that we should start working towards? I think we've got most of the tools that are actually worth having. We might build a Pathfinder in the future, but not right now. I'll just remember the way out. Alright, let's see just how much we can grab. Let's leave all the decorations for now, and some spare water. We just don't need those at the moment. Pretty much everything in there we don't need. Ooh, there's some copper and glass in this one though. Alright, now that we got a full inventory, we'll see how well this goes. Okay. Cherry picker on the trailer? That is very... Yeah. You never ate chicken and with banana? That's what I'm saying. Like, in theory, it sounds like it would be really good. Because, like, banana's good, and chicken's good, so banana and chicken. But, if that is the case, why would it not be a more popular dish? Like, the food industry is crazy enough, and, like, it's been around long enough. You'd think somebody would have tested it by now and made it a popular dish. So why isn't... That's what I'm worried about. Is maybe it's not. Also, I'm not some kind of gourmet, so I have no idea what kind of chicken would be a good way to prepare it. Like, just like a grilled chicken? Chicken tenders? Chicken nuggets? No, I don't think chicken nuggets is the right way. Nah, no. Too mushy with too much breading. No. Like banana bread, good. Banana and bread, not good. Oh no, it's getting dark. We're gonna be out of electricity at our base. Let's hit these sea monkeys. Don't bother me. If I remember right, the sea monkeys only like routinely steal your crap, like your scanner and stuff, if you don't meet with the architect. But once you do meet with the architect, they kind of just stop. Which is very curious. It's popular in its own place. Okay, then why would I have never, like, well, I've never heard of it. Tell apparently you guys, I've never heard of anyone else who's heard of it before. So even if it was popular somewhere else, it would at least be, like, heard of. Right? I'd at least hope or think. Banana with peanut butter and bread. Oh, okay. You know what? You're so right. You're so right. I forgot that. That is amazing. I haven't had that in years. Almost probably a decade now. Ever since I was a little boy. Probably around like 10 or something. Random. Oh, let's put the glass in here as well. And titanium. Alright, so we finally have a decent amount of titanium to build some stuff up. And we need to drink some water before our entire inventory is just water. Cherry picker? I don't know, let's look it up. In case this is end up something bad. Cherry picker. Okay, it doesn't seem. Wait. Wait, like boom lifts? I don't know what the difference is. These the differences? Because this is a boom lift. That's the name I know it by. But if it's like one of these, does that make it different? No, because a lot of them are these just typical boom lifts. Also, what do you need? Why does he need help with that? These like one man machines. I'd assume to pick cherries, but a boom lift is also like I use boom lift a lot in construction, just to like if this is the building, then you would need to get up here and work on this, and you have to be either strapped in or 6 feet away from the edges. Crazy. That is crazy. Don't. I'm not even that old. Don't. I'm in my early 20s. Don't make me feel so old. That's so rude. Yeah, so it seems like a cherry picker's just some kind of boom lift. Yeah, these are called scissor lifts. And they're for mostly interior stuff when you need to get up really high on an interior. So like working on the ceiling of a Walmart or something. These are boom lifts. These are used for like working mostly on the exterior of buildings, but occasionally on the interior. If it just happens to be more convenient, because these are like aren't built for off-road, while these are built for at least more dirt than anything. They're actually really fun. Engine hoist, most call them cherry picker. Engine hoist. Again, I call them boom lifts. Engine hoist. This thing? Why in the world would this be called a cherry picker? Cherry picker engine hoist? Cherry picker. Alright, for these ones, I have no idea why these would be called a cherry picker. Unless you're... It's like picking the engine like a cherry. I don't know. We wanted to expand this now. Should we... How should we expand this? Thinking like this? Why doesn't this fit? Oh, is the lockers too close? Is that the problem? Meaning we need to move all of this. Oh good, we have just barely enough room in my inventory. So if we build it a... What? Your stream's black. That's no bueno. I don't know. Yeah, it was like, well, maybe with that one, I could see that, like, he needs another hand to push it up on a trailer or something. I guess. Alright, so we wanted, like, one of these to go, like, all the way up. This is gonna take so much. Oh, shoot. We're not gonna have enough hull strength for this. If it's 5 apiece. Man, it's gonna look so ugly as well. Because now what are we gonna do with this side? Give me that back. There we go. What do we want to do? Because I'm thinking like we need probably a large room at some point. And then we're gonna need a control room, a scanner room. Probably a multi-purpose room for something like plants. And an observatory and stuff. So we're gonna have to build out that direction more. Is there a way to... Alright, this might take some reworking.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen
maybe I
remaining.
should get some oxygen at some point as well. Let's build up higher. Like that. Plenty of room up high.
Oxygen.
Ah, fine. See how demanding she is? You're like, oxygen! Well, welcome back, Blood. Glad to have you with us. Alright, and then... like here. Okay, 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 okay. And then we'll take this piece. I don't speak other languages, and I'd appreciate it if you kept our chat in English, please. Just because it's hard to moderate and make sure that you're not like swearing or anything if we can't tell what you're saying. Do I have enough? I don't have enough. I need more titanium. There we go. Oh shoot, we're gonna need the hatch as well. Oh, wait, do we have enough quartz? We don't have a single quartz, do we? No, of course. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't mean to be like a prick and monitor stuff and just like stuff like that. It just works better that way. I need one more quartz. Oh, good, we have quartz. The youngest. Roommates are weird. I don't have any roommates, but I've heard some stories about just like some roommates can be super weird and just like super confusing. But also like a lot of roommates end up being like becoming best friends. Like I think that's how if you know Markiplier and Wade, I think it was. No. Markiplier and Bob were started off as roommates, I think. And now they're like best buddies. So that's pretty cool. So it's definitely a unique way to get to know somebody else. Did somebody say something in Spanish? Hey, well, it's nice to be needed. Households don't run well without a mom. My mom keeps my household in one piece. Because my dad can't cook with crap. And so, like, we just end up, like, if it was up to him to cook, we'd be screwed. This one. Can we put all the lead, sulfur, silver, lithium. There we go. Now we're getting right. Yes, roommates are people who like live together but aren't necessarily family. And so like if you were sharing a house because a house is super expensive or something, and so if you just wanted to share a house to make it more convenient on both sides and like split the bills, then you would get a roommate kind of stuff. Often in college, also known as university, in other places, like you end up having to dorm or bunk with a second person for that. Wait, do I have? Yes, I do have a bunch of titanium in my inventory. Alright, let's put that away. Alright, we really should have planned this out a little better, but I don't care. Alright, take our batteries, swap that out for a fresh one. Now we can finally disassemble down here. And now we're up higher, so that way our moon pool's gonna fit better, and we can fit more rooms along the sides. Because, well, we won't be expanding too far out the other sides. Thank you. What? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? No, please. Please. No. 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 I'm sorry. Okay. Mom, Dad. Yeah. I like it because I had to otherwise probably be living off fast food. Hey, cooking is an amazing skill. Okay. It's a very important skill that I think everyone should learn how to at least cook a little bit. Like if you can't follow a basic recipe off the internet, then like you're kind of screwed if you end up living on your own for some reason, or like need like if you ever have a child and want to take care of a child, or literally anything. It should be important to know at least some basics of cooking. Ooh. That's pretty cool that I can see directly into there. I never knew that. Alright, man, I really like symmetry, and so I don't like the fact that this side's gonna go up, but this side isn't. But I don't know how I want to fix that problem, because it's also gonna be like sucky if you just have like a ladder that's in the middle of the walkway or something. Ugh, I don't like this. It's gonna look so ugly. Any recommendations? Like, do I have to suck it up? Because I want to add something to that side to at least make it somewhat symmetrical. still can't. Oh, it's never too late to learn. It's always good to be on the lookout. Like, I took a cooking class in junior high, and I had a lot of fun. It was really cool. We made cookies during school. You ever just get to have a cookie during school? That's amazing. And so now I can follow basically any basic recipe. I'm not like amazing like my mom or my sister where they could just like throw together a recipe if you just hand them a bunch of ingredients, but like they could just do it on their own while I can't. But I'm gonna do some basic stuff. I could prep a salad or do a simple pasta. What do I want on this side? Man. There's like nothing in here. What's this look like? Nope, not that. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Actually, do you think a water filtrator could fit here? No? Well, man. And here I thought I was being smart. Yeah, see, that needs to connect. Alright, so now we can start building out a little more. Do we want to go into a general room? Multi-purpose room off of this? Or let's add a hallway next. Just so that way, if we want to switch it to glass in the future. Actually, no, we're not going to switch it to glass in the future. I think that would look ugly. Cookies. Oh, cookies are so good. I love cookies. But cookies are like super easy to make, generally. And so like, they're one of the first things I learned how to make. Also like just like a box, like one of the box brownies that you can get from the store. It's like 4 ingredients. So like that, some water, milk, and an egg. And it's super easy to build. Alright, now that we have that. Oh! New idea. We're gonna have to scrap all this, but new idea. Let's keep that. I'm a genius. Wait. Okay, maybe not. I was gonna put. Let's think about this. I was gonna put a multi-purpose room here, and then we'll just have it come off the side there. And then on the other side, it will go down and back in to another multi-purpose room that will be used for whatever it's called. Why can't I think of the name? Like the storage. But then it would have a double decker of these, so maybe that wouldn't look all that good. Man, I really wanted this to end up symmetrical, but I guess it's just not gonna. 7th grade? I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just different. If you structure out your classes that you select, so that way you at least have one class that's somewhat easy that you can look forward to for each day, then it's a lot better. Because if you just have one, like, I don't know where you are, but here in America, in most places, like half the week is called A days, and you'll have 4 specific classes. And then the other half of the week is B days, which will have another 4 different classes. So like Monday would be A days, and I'd have math and science or something. And then Tuesday would be a B day, which would be like PE and English or something. And so if you structure it out and like select your classes, so that way you have a fun class both A and B days that you can kind of look forward to, then that definitely helps a lot, because then you won't end up dreading an entire day. You just have to make it to the class that you like. And if you like the class, then it's going to be easier because you're actually engaged. And so that way, not all your classes seem super hard. That's how I got through it a lot faster. Like, I liked music class, which I needed for an elective anyway, and so it worked out. And so I had like music class on one day, and then I had PE on the other day. And so that way I had one class each day that I looked forward to, and both those classes don't give a lot of homework and are pretty easy. And so that way I'm not like swamped with homework. So if you spread out the hard classes, don't take all your hard classes at once. Don't take all your easy classes at once. Because if you take all the easy classes, then you'll be stuck with all the hard classes later. So I just focus on making sure to get like your credits. I tried to make sure that each year I got the required amount of the the core classes, which is English, science, math, and something else I don't remember. English, science, math. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. Yeah. So that's that's what I would suggest. And while it might it's definitely a shock, it's definitely different than elementary school is. It's not like super difficult if you pay attention and stay up on your homework. That is important. If you just neglect your homework, then it's gonna screw you up. But honestly, homework is like 75% of the grade. So just do your homework, and even if you screw up a bunch on other assignments, your homework is gonna kind of carry you. And so don't stress too much. C's still get degrees. If you get like all C's, you could still go to college and stuff. So it's never stress too much about your grades. Just do your best. And there's always plenty of help. If you're really struggling or something like that, you can always talk to a counselor and they'll help you figure out a solution. And if that's getting you an extension on some of your homework, or switching you to an easier course, or moving things around, then it works. I was doing something. And I do recommend always double checking with your counselor once you have selected a few your class course, just to make sure that they are with your parents and with your counselor, to make sure that you're getting all your required credits and everything that you need to get done that year, because sometimes they make it so confusing. Apparently I was missing 2 math credits my junior year or something, and I was like, what? Since when? I lost my train of thought. I was gonna do something. I was gonna build this out somehow. Alright, well, we now have this. Oh, I wanted to build at least a second multi-purpose room, and then I could start building up the strengthened walls. That's what I'm thinking of. I get so sidetracked. I really need to learn how to do stuff and talk at the same time, because I struggle. I just end up running around in circles. Okay, yeah, so we're now at 2 hull strength, which is not good. So now we need to throw on some reinforcements. Oh, we've got 1 lithium. I think there was some lithium outside. Look at that, 2 lithium. It's better than 0, I guess. So now we can build, where's the ladder? Here it is. Where do we want the ladder? Because this is gonna have to probably change. So, if we have the centerpiece room, one ladder on one side, one ladder on the other side, one for up, one for down, maybe? Like that. And then we'll have one above us for plants. Man, I should have planned this out better. Oh, whatever. I don't care anymore. If I have to redo all of it. Oh man, now I'm out of titanium. Titanium? No. We'll just deconstruct the locker. I don't care. There we go. Now we have some lithium. So that way we can do... Actually, we'll swap this. Put the... We'll save that for later. Put it here. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. What's it take for a bulkhead? Not very expensive. So we can always put a bulkhead like right here or somewhere. Alright, so that's... We can put away lithium. Let's go exploring a little. Because I want to get... whatchamacallit. I want to get a moon base, or like a moon pool. That's the one I'm looking for, or whatever the variation of that is in this game. So let's go. Wait, what are you? Creature egg. Ooh, yoink. Crab trap. Don't need that. Let's go get the architect. I think we'll have enough oxygen for that. Yeah, hopefully. We gotta need to... Oh, I've got fish on me. You know what? I have no idea. Magic. Because in real life, like they use like 2 separate doors, so it's like a door, and then like a space in between that like they let water in, you hop in, then they drain that area, and then you go through the next door all nice and dry. But this one doesn't have that. Probably because that's just super excessive. They didn't want you to go through all of that just to play the game every time you hop in and out. Where is the way down? I know it's like down one of these twisty spirals somewhere. Like right here, maybe? We'll locate an entrance first. Ooh, wait. That's something alien technology. It's just a... Ow! No, please! Stop that! Did you really friggin' follow me all the way down here, you jerk? You just tracked me all the way down. That was so rude. More sea truck fragments. I don't need sea truck fragments. I've already got the fragments. Or alien tech. Okay. Pick up some oxygen. Stop! Stop! Stop it! I hear you trying to attack me. Where's my knife? There we go. Got my knife. I can stab him if he tries that again. Architect Sanctuary. We need to go that way somehow. I don't know how though. Are we just in the wrong area of the spirals? We're somehow still 170 away. This direction. This seems... No? Maybe? This isn't deep enough. But getting pretty close to like directly on top of it. But that's the kelp zone. What's over here? What was that? What in the world was that? I've never heard that sound before. What was that? There's nothing around me. Don't be playing spooky noises just for nothing. At least let me die by a cool fish if you're gonna do that. I wonder if I can make it through this entire game without dying. I was able to make it through Subnautica 1 without dying. That's mostly just because I know it super well. And like I've played through it a ton of times. So maybe I can do it this time. Because I know enough about Subnautica to not end up getting killed. Ah, here we are. This is where we're trying to go. I really hope there's oxygen down here. If not, I'm still gonna die from lack of oxygen. Oh, is that the SOS that I was sounding out? Is that what that sound is? Seems like it's matching up with the flashing lights. Here we go. Alright. Let's save here. Make sure that we're all saved up. And then we'll make sure that anything that we need to scan. We'll clear all of this. Yeah. So I think that's what that sound was playing. And I think it's some kind of SOS. We Googled the Morse code last stream and it turned out to be SOS. Because on this it's like ... dash ... so ... is S, ... is O, ... is S. So Morse code. Oh.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking. We're running out of time.
Okay. Yeah, so Morse code is like when they flash lights in a specific sequence or use specific...
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
Alright. Let's make sure we scan this guy out. So Morse code was created before telephones and stuff like that. So that way they could still send messages through electrical wires and other stuff like that. And, well... So that's faster than writing it out and stuff like that. So it would travel super long distances, but they couldn't really send their voice because it might be either too easy to decode or it's just not possible, stuff like that. So let's see. Morse code. Okay. Telecommunication uses a unique sequence of short and long forms. Yeah, the electric telegraph. And so they originated, where is it? Device. From this little thing. I don't remember what year. But you'd click this and it would send a little circuit. And you go dots, like you tap it for a dot or you hold it for a second for a dash. And that creates this entire alphabet. So that way you could still send I don't know, like messages really far away through wires and electrical before they could transmit like voices like how a telephone can. And so like they would tap it crazy fast, like dot dash dot 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 dash dot dash dot 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 dash, and they would have to spell out every single word that they would want for the message to receive. So like 0 is dash or dash 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 dash, while 1 is dot dash 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 dash, and so on. So S is dot dot dot, O is dash dash dash, S is dot dot dot, SOS, which is pretty much a universal code for save me, I'm in trouble. It stands for save our souls. And so it's basically just saying, save us. It's your sister's phone. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah. And they'd have like special operators, so if you had to send a message to your grandma in another state or something for 20 minutes. Yeah, we're on Morse code. So if you had to send like a message to your grandma in another state, you'd have to go to a place and be like, this is the message I want to send to this guy, like basically in like a certain building. You'd be like, this is the message I want to send. They'd tap it out for you because they're like paid to do it. That's their job, and they're professionals and can do it really quickly. And then another guy in your grandma's state will receive those codes and write it all down and basically put that code onto, or like rewrite the message, and then they give it to the delivery guys, and the delivery guys will give it to your grandma or something. Alright, this is super important. Lore.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than you. Warning. Sanctuary power critical.
Yeah.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is completed.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Okay, so we're gonna give him our tablet, and hopefully he'll download himself into our tablet.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace?
What's happening?
Transfer.
Well, he didn't go in our iPad.
Transfer complete. How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and
He's in our
organic
head.
components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me.
Well,
No.
I have no idea if Morse code could go through other
It's not
countries.
happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
I don't think so. But they definitely used it a lot on like boats and stuff with lights, so that way they could send messages to other people, like on other boats or lighthouses or something, with like lanterns that shine light, and then they'd like close a little flap and open the little flap to show the light, and that's how they communicated with other boats and other stuff like that, especially if they needed, even when they had a radio that could communicate, if it was like a special ops kind of thing and needed to be silent in case somebody else was listening in, they could use that, the Morse code, to send signals without having to use any electrical wiring that a submarine might pick up and listen to. Morse code's pretty interesting. I don't know how to read it myself, but thank you for the head pats. Ooh, wait, what are you? Is that the same egg that we already have on us? I think so. No, it's huge. Okay, never mind. I wonder what it is. I have no idea what our eggs are in this game. I do not know our the fish nearly as much. All right, how do we get out of here before I drown? I do really, really want to try and make it through this entire game without dying once. That would be a really cool achievement. And I think our biggest obstacle for that is going to be drowning and just like misjudging how far we can reach with oxygen. Because that's how I end up dying most of the time in like these games. Yeah, so now the alien's in our head, and because they are an ancient alien that's part. Wait, we can close this. That's part robotic, part organic, and so they're like cyborgs. And they didn't see a difference between organic and electrical components. And so we thought we were offering our little tablet for them. But now he was like, but he misunderstood and put himself in our brain. And now we're going to have to figure out a way to get him out of here. But since the storage module that he was in is out of battery and it all kind of broke down, we have no way of putting him back. So we'll have to figure something else out. But he noticed that Robin was getting pretty angry, so now he's gone quiet. Let's get some more food. Yeah. Where'd Asher go? Wait, do we have any other PDAs for if she has anything to say about this? No. Alien robots. Containment cube. Blah blah blah. Bunch of other junk. Okay, let's get down before we drown. We'll stream for, let's say, another hour. Oh shoot, I didn't want to do that.
You are probably wondering who I am. My name is Al-An. I belong to the people your kind calls architects. It is my understanding that you did not intend to give me permission to share your storage medium. Perhaps you will prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer. I have added the information to your data bank. You will need to find the necessary components. It will require a search. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
Well, shoot. He gave us a call that I accidentally fat-fingered the decline button, and so he left us a message. And so I need to be careful when I do that, or else I'm gonna end up like declining all his messages. Let's put this in. Wait. So there was that one alien, that other alien base that we would probably go check out. Yeah. It's basically one of the Arctic caps. It's not on Earth. It's a different planet called 4546b that we broke in on because it's technically Altera's planet, and because our sister worked for Altera and then is reported missing and we don't believe it, we came here searching for her. And so, like, to do that, we're technically trespassing. But we haven't found a single other living person, even though there's supposed to be a ton of researchers around. And so something's definitely going on here. Yeah, so let's go to the other base. I think it's like base Delta or something. Or no, it was base 0, I think it was called. I think there was some kind of alien doodad that we couldn't get into, so maybe now that we have got an alien in our head, we can get in. And we don't have a lot of water. Let's pick up some water on the way. Agua. Maybe we can find some salt to salt some more peepers. Nope, those are ribbon plants. Ooh, agua. Nope, wait, go back. I want you. I've decided to set my heart on you. You shall be consumed. Alright, we really need a sea truck. This is taking so long in between going back and forth from this life pod and not. Well, we can pick up some peepers while we're at it. And hopefully run into salt on the way. Huh. I think this map is ever actually going to be useful. It says there's a cave nearby. So maybe it'll be useful. But it's just kind of showing me what I can see already. So I don't know what good that's actually going to be. Come here. There we go. Alright, get some oxygen. Turn those into waters. Shoot, I misclicked it. Oxygen, H2O, and we don't need any food yet. We're still full, so we'll just keep them uncooked. And go northwest, northwest-ish. I think is the direction we need to go. Man, I've got such a bad memory. Nope, that's a wall. It's down here somewhere, though. I always lose it. Ah, but I can eat these. Let's eat some of these, so that way we're not wasting our other ingredients. Did that take some of my oxygen? Looks like my oxygen suddenly just dropped. Oh, sweet. Well, that's a salt, though. We can use that. We can salt our peepers, because I ate all our previously salted peepers. Yeah, this is looking. I think it's this way is where we need to go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. It's really bright in here, so it's supposed to be a cave. I love these plants. They're so cool. So unique. Say what you will about if you like the game or not. It's definitely unique. They've got the atmosphere and like the landscape really good. It's just a lot smaller, and the story wasn't quite as good in my opinion as the first game. But I definitely like how everything has its own like entire biome instead of just like half a biome. Every area is unique and special, and handcrafted from the looks of it, which is pretty cool. Alright, so this is the alien base, if my memory serves me right. Yeah, can we get in here now? Or was this all a waste? Oh, we can. Sweet.
Alan, what is this place?
It is architect technology. Standard for my people.
Well, nothing that your people do is standard to me. What is it?
This facility provides the means for rapid travel.
It seems to be inactive.
Without a vessel of my own, this site is not of any great utility.
I see.
Oh. Rapid travel. Some kind of teleport. Well, I know this is a teleportation device. We've played the first game before. This is a teleportation arc. So it's just like a portal. But I don't know what the rest of this stuff is. That looks like some kind of containment unit or something. This looks like one of those like mad science experiments. Like that's a giant laser that's gonna shoot into this weird little glass thing. I wonder if we're gonna have to get in there. Alright, well that was a waste of time then. Great. Good to know. This is probably going to be the last place we go then. We'll have to come back here all the way later. Chicken banana. Oh, okay. Chicken banana. Chicken banana. You know what? That does sound vaguely familiar. I feel like I learned about that before in high school or junior high. But I've got a terrible, terrible memory. I've got something called aphantasia, and I will tell everyone about this all the time because I don't want anyone expecting from me something that I cannot. But aphantasia basically means that I can't visualize things in my mind. And so if I told you to visualize an apple and think of an apple, and if you could see an apple, that's great, that's normal. But see, I can't see an apple, I don't see anything. Well, I see like a very vague, weird, amorphous blob that kind of resembles almost an apple. And I feel like that affects my memory, because there has been studies that show that like those with aphantasia don't have good long-term memory, especially in the parts of childhood and early youth. And I think that just kind of drags on the longer. So the fact that I'm no longer in my youth, it's like all of my youth that I have a hard time remembering. Alright, that's why I was in here. I wanted to salt my pepper. Salt. 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 I don't like this weird red color they give it. It's so weird. Like fleshy. Which probably because they probably skin it or something. I don't know. And that's supposed to be some kind of like skin defect. What's in here? Decorations. Okay. What's in here? More materials. Okay. I knew we had more lithium somewhere. Alright. Now that we got all of that, we should look at the time. It's only 8:15. Wow. Well, that wasn't a lot of help. That didn't really tell us pretty much anywhere to go. So, I know that we've got a map. This map. So, let's go to that green one on the far left. I think that's pretty close to where our base is. So, we'll go check out that base. So that should be an Altera base, not an alien base. But if the Altera built there, it's probably because there's some kind of alien tech there. So it very well could be both. Come here. Oh, I missed. Yeah, we'll just see if we can poke around, pick something useful up. Maybe get part of the sea base. Actually, let's make sure that around us we've got platforms, entrances, blah blah blah. Transition to cave. Here we are. Oh, we didn't get the sea truck log down there. We did pick up those though. We're gonna have to go back and get that at some point. What else is there over here? Let's turn off thermal activity. That's so in the way. Propulsion cannon. Wait, what is this? Alien obelisk. So over here. Oh, that's actually really close to our base. So we could probably get in there just fine and go scan that. So that's just north, east, south, west. Just barely, like north, northwest. Alright, we'll of our base. So we'll go drop our garbage off at our base. And yeah. And then we can head that way. Man, these these saltwater taffies are looking at me, and they look so good. But I don't want to be like chewing in your guys' ear. But they're looking good. And I'm struggling over here, not trying not to eat them. Whoa. Wish we could interact more with these little schools of fish. I don't know how I'd want to interact with it, but I wish we could. They're cool. Is it just me, or is this game way harder to see further in than the first game? I feel like I'd at least be able to see the bottom more clearly in the first game. Oh look, our base. Don't bite me. I hear you roaring over there. Oh, yeah, well, I see. I just kind of jump around from topic to topic. You gotta be talking about something, and I'm not good enough at running along with a topic long enough to actually be coherent. So it's either 30 million topics or I just don't talk. And I think 30 million topics is the right choice. We need to build a new locker for titanium, because we dismantled the old one. We'll keep it up here for now till we move everything down into the locker area. Where did our sulfur go? Here? Lithium. We don't have any more peepers to salt, so we'll just throw the salt here as well. Got batteries, got water, got a little bit of food. Alright, we should be good to go. Northwest-ish, just slightly northwest in this biome. So, maybe down here? This looks like a way down. I really hope we don't drown. Don't drown me. There's at least an oxygen plant. Nope, nothing up there. Quartz. Junk. Ooh, wait, what are you? Oh, we've already got you. Laser cutter fragment. I don't think we have that. Do we? It's scanning really fast. No, we don't. Okay. You need one more fragment, apparently. Whoa! Root pustule. No idea what that does, but mine now. Wait, what was that? What could I have scanned? Oh, I saw the scanning icon out of the corner of my eye. Well, it's gone now.
What you found is more than just an artifact. It will help me follow the traces my people left on this planet.
I'm glad it could help.
I know you would still prefer me to have a corporeal form of my own.
Well,
Yep.
yes.
If you continue searching, I may regain some of my connection to the network, piece by piece.
Okay, cool. Ion cube. Ultra high capacity tank. That'll be useful. And it takes 3 spots. We already have one of those eggs. We don't need a ton more. Alright, before we leave. Laser cutter, check. Ultra high capacity, check. Ion cube, check. So there's another laser cutter somewhere and a propulsion cannon somewhere. Okay. Don't. Stop it. Stop. Whoa, wait, what is this fish? Why is he all spinny like that? Don't blow me up. Ow. I just told you don't do that.
New creature discovered.
Ooh, new creature discovered. Laser cutter. Here's the laser cutter. Is Roblox evil? No. I actually quite like Roblox. There's definitely bad people on it, but that just kind of goes with everything in the world. If you play on public Minecraft, there's bad people on public Minecraft servers. If you literally play or do anything online, there can and probably are bad people somewhere on it. But there's also plenty of good people. I don't interact a lot on Roblox with other people, and so I just chill and do a lot of tycoons and hobbies. and occasionally play with friends like that I actually know first. And so I don't ever really talk to people on Roblox. I think it's a terrible place to meet friends, in my opinion. No, the fish doesn't like me. But it's a fun game. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a ton of promise, because like just anyone can make anything on there, honestly. And so there's lots of creativity and lots of unique stuff. Where is this the proposal? There it is. So like all the different obbies, I like all of these. The tycoons are really cool. There's always so fun tycoons, and over the last just the last 3 or 4 years, it's gotten so crazy good. There's so many really high quality games, honestly, that it's super impressive. I remember when Roblox was just like a dinky little game that you'd go for just the fact that it's free, and so all the games were pretty cheap and bad made. But now there's super quality games like Doors. Doors is really good quality for being a Roblox game. And some of the horror games, I had a friend that would just love horror games, but we didn't have a lot of money because we were still in high school and didn't have a job. And so we would just play Roblox horror games, and there's some of them are really good. There's a fair amount of them that are trash, but that kind of made it fun. I just like the fact that you gotta experience these weird, wacky, trash games that were so funny sometimes. It would jump scare you, but the monster would look so funny and weird that you just couldn't help but laugh. I think Roblox as a company, probably not all that great, just because of all the controversy and crap that they've been doing. You played in 2016? Yeah, probably. Son of a gun! I did it again!
Across space. It enables us to understand what each component needs and feels. It takes the uncertainty out of communication. I find myself missing that feeling.
Oh.
I felt the presence of some of the network when we found this artifact. Hopefully, if we find more, I can get a better sense of it.
I hit the cancel button again, like an idiot. Because I forgot that it was probably gonna pop up, and so I was pressing B on my inventory. And instead I just canceled it. Okay. Oh, the moon and stars in this game look so pretty. Oh, this is a random lady that kind of attacked us, but didn't really hurt us. That we can go track down. Maybe we should go track her down. Oh, let's figure out what this little pus crap is for. Is that somewhere in here? Oh man, they made enamel glass such a more headache. Lead and diamonds? Spiral plant clippings? Okay. Not in there. Cooked spinnerfish, you say? It may turn your stomach, huh? It tastes like a popular brand of Altera orange juice. Huh. Wait, didn't we get... No, apparently ultra high capacity tank, it needs the modification station, probably. And laser cutter. Honestly, 1, we haven't found any diamonds, I think. And 2, we haven't seen anything that needs cutting yet. Sorry. I didn't mean to yell. I didn't mean to scare you. Just... Nom. Cool. Okay. We should probably make a grav trap, vehicle bay, or yeah, And is there anything else that we can get working on? We've basically got all our upgrades that we can at this point. No idea where to find diamonds yet. Alright. Let's see if we can build a grav trap real quick. Copper. Let's put away the ion cube. And titanium. Where's this one's titanium? Titanium. This will help us catch fish without having to hunt them down. I love me some grav traps. They're so useful. Alright, now the impossibility of finding fish to catch. Let's see. What, right here might get some good fish? Because I just want it in an area that will also catch the bladder fish, because we're gonna need that.
The sea monkeys have changed their tune.
Aw. Hi, sea monkey. You bringing me stuff now? Can I get you to bring me more? I don't know. I don't know if I can teach it. No, not the kitty cat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare the kitty cat. I love kitty. Aw.
The sea monkeys have changed their tune. Not only have they stopped stealing, they brought me something I actually needed. I may have to revise my opinion of them.
I don't know. They still stole from us in the first place. I don't know if you should be revising your opinion already. Right. I wanted to put away the root pustule. And let's see. We put away the one. Alright. So now we need what? 10 titanium? We do not have enough titanium for this. Okie dokie. We're gonna have to go out looking for titanium. What's it take to build the computer chip again? I don't remember what it is in this game. Table coral, gold, and copper. Oh, it's the same as the first game. Copper wire, 2 table corals, and a gold. Do we have a gold? I don't think I saw a gold. Man, this is gonna be expensive to build. Or at least time consuming. We're gonna need a gold, 2 table coral. We have lubricant, right? Yes. And a lot of titanium. And I can't see a thing. Alright. Off to get some gold. Might as well see if we can get some other stuff too. Don't be mean to me. I hear you yelling out there. Got a knife and I'm not afraid to use it. Stay. Good boy. Alright, these give me gold, I think. Yeah, gold. Let's go. Lots of titanium. Picking up silver while we're at it. Can't hurt. Ooh. Also need like lithium for the walls, so that will be helpful. And apparently need a crap ton of copper constantly. We seem to be blowing through our copper. So that doesn't hurt. Copper. I wish there was a more reliable way of getting more titanium. Like in the first game where you could just pick up the wreckage and collect tons of titanium pretty quickly. Can't quite do that in this game. Because there's no wreckage. So that definitely makes it a little more difficult. Let's get some oxygen. Where even are we? I was just kind of swimming in a direction. That's the island. That's the base. Let's go this way then. And hope we don't die. Excuse me, fishy. I hope he doesn't eat us. Oh, here's lots of stuff. Ow, you prick. Go away. I didn't know you were chasing me. You gotta give me more warning than that. It's only the right thing to do. Sweet. Why is it like for every one copper I pick up, I pick like I'll end up getting like 5 titanium. What if I need a ton of copper? Then I'll just be screwed. That's not helpful. Let's see. Don't. I hear you again. Don't you attack me. Lead. Don't need any lead right now. I think we've got a few pieces. We also have the grav trap still up. We should take that off. But I don't want to end up drowning. Also, it's giving me a counter of how much titanium we have, so that's good. So we'll just go until we have, like, I don't know, 10, 12 titanium-ish. Where's the island? That's the island? How do we end up on this side of the island still? I thought I was working my way around it, but apparently not. Do we end up making like a small loop or something? Oh, that jump was pathetic. Wonder if you need like the time to actually jump it. Yoink. Oh, our inventory's full. That's not helpful. Alright, guess 10 titanium it is then. Let's go! Don't. Man, you're louder than a reaper. Oh, you're going for a fish. I thought he was coming for me. Maybe he was coming for me and then switch target, but... Also, you're going for imaginary fish. I don't see a single fish wherever you're heading. I mean... That's a warning tap. You leave me alone. I knew you were looking at me like I was tasty. I'm sure I am. But none of it's for you. There's our base. Is there anything cool on the map nearby? No? Alright, what did our grav trap collect? Boomerang and a little random lead outcrop. That's not useful. I was really hoping for some bladderfish. I needed to collect bladderfish or else we're gonna end up with no water. Let's build one of you. Oh, we didn't pick up any table coral. I'm an idiot. This one? No, this one. All our random crap. Some of the silver.
I have determined the location of some important technology. I implore you to investigate.
Will this help us build you a body?
I do not know what we will find. I just know it is important.
Define
Signal
important.
location uploaded to PDA.
What could important possibly mean? Like, if it's not part of your body, what do you deem important? Architect artifact ×3. I swear, if it's just a bunch of ion cubes, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you. Alright, how far away is that? 1,000 meters? Okay, that's actually pretty close to the life pod. Which we're kind of heading that way to pick up some table coral, I think it was. Yeah, we needed 2 table coral. And to turn off Where's the grav trap? Grav trap. Nope, that's the drone. Grav trap. Here we are. You don't need to be marking to that. Eating ice. Ice doesn't taste like anything, so I don't know why you do that. I wouldn't eat ice too much. I hear it's bad for your teeth. Your teeth aren't meant to crunch ice consistently. It's cold and hard. Sometimes, like, the colder it is, the harder it can get. So it could be like as tough as rocks sometimes. Table coral. Any table coral around here? No. But we got our fancy little doodad. Table coral. Here we go. Alright, sucky on ice. Might as well just drink water, but I mean, I guess it works. What are you? Do we already have you? Yes, we do. This little doodad doesn't have a big enough range to really feel like it's doing jack squat. Oh, I take it back. Does help locate things around walls, apparently. Stop that. Stop that. Man. Why does everything here need to get stabbed by a knife before it realizes I'm not food? Are you coming at me? You are. Stop that. Man. You think they'd learn? I'm sure he just watched me stab his friend. And now he's like, oh yeah, I want a piece of that. Like, I could take that easy. And I stab him and he's like, oh, never mind, that hurt.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, going up. Going, oh. Why does it not, like, send me flying anymore? Oh, maybe I just can't hold different buttons. I have no idea where we are in relation to anything right now. I don't know this map well enough. Oh, Doshi monkey. Yeah, see, they're friendly now that I've got an alien in my head. I remember seeing that on some kind of fact page of some kind. Let's see. It seems like it's going to be 100 meters down, 150. Yeah, 150 roughly. So we should be able to reach that without drowning, hopefully, if it's not in a complex cave system. Now the real question is, how in the world do we get there? Looks like there's a cave. This? That cave system? Alright, let's get some air and go for it, I guess. Hey, YOLO! I really hope we don't end up drowning. Not seeing anything of, like, actual importance on it right now. Don't! I'm warning you, you stupid bladderfish. Or not bladderfish, crashfish, whatever you're called. It's not worth it. Don't kill yourself just because I got a little close. Well, I'm starting to get worried. This is getting a pretty complex cave system. Going in is the easy part. It's getting out, which is the hard part. What are you? Laser cut fragment? I think we already have that. Oh wait. Alright, we're here.
It is both reassuring and unsettling to rediscover this site after being in storage for so long. My connection to the network grows stronger, however slightly. I hope you will continue to search for more of these.
That better have been useful, because as of right now, it sure didn't seem like it. If that was just like a random fetch quest so that way he could locate more items, I'm gonna be pretty upset. If it was actually useful, then okay. It said something about a quantum locker, so I don't know if that's talking like something that I could use or... Oh, it is something I could use. She has contents with all other... So it's an ender chest. It's just one of the ender chests from Minecraft. Okay. Sure. No idea what I'd put it in an ender chest, but sure. Alright, now that we finally got the table corals, we can go build the little... whatever it's called. Mobile sea base. They look really cool. I would love to have one of those as a pet in real life, too. I don't live anywhere near an ocean, but sure would be cool to have one of those. They look so fancy. Yeah, why are you suddenly all quiet? Why was there no audio? I don't know if that was just a glitch for me, but like all of a sudden all audio cut out and he just attacked me. Oh my goodness, speaking of audio, I never turned my music back on. Well, we'll have at least like 20 minutes of music, I guess. That's okay. Subnautica does a good job of having semi-consistent music. And I yap enough that you probably can't hear it anyway. That's what, twisty bridges? We're in the spires. Oh, we should mark that off on the map, though. We got that alien obelisk. No. Wait, water and no. Real, no. No. Where's the other alien artifact stuff? Floating dock. That's not gonna be helpful. That's not gonna be helpful. We'll just clear that. Array module. No. This looks like it, but it wasn't a water analysis station. It was... Oh, that's purple vents. It was like locker? Something locker? What was it called? Maybe it was this one. Water analysis station. Is that just what that was supposed to be doing? Supposedly? Access via the tunnel just below the emergency supply cache. I don't know what that means. Alright, we'll just keep it unchecked for now then. Ah, okay, that's simple. So I can teach you that right now where we're still paused. So on OBS, this is what I use to capture. Hi. Oh, you're talking to Erposide. Hi, Erposide. So on OBS, which you use to capture and go live in Twitch and YouTube, and so like this is what like collects my data. Over here I've got different layers. So like if you ever edited a photo or something, it has different layers. So like right now my game, this is my first layer. So that's how you can actually see everything. So that's my first layer. Then above that is some other stuff like my model right here. This one's my model. So it's above my monitor. So if I put this below my monitor, all of a sudden I'm behind everything here. And so I have to turn off that to actually see me again. And so, where'd it go? I wanted that like right here. There we go. And so that's my model. So the software that I use to track my model, so this is what I use to render my model and like use my model, is called VTube Studio, the most common one for P and G tubers. And so this is what this looks like. Is like, this is my character, this is how it reads my face, and I can do stuff like this with my face. But to get it transparent, there's many different backgrounds that you can select from here. So like there's this, and like this one, which is white, that's really bright. Or this one I use a lot for shorts because it's the perfect width for like TikToks. There's also, where is it? This one, which is very popular. But as you can see now, if I went to go right now, I closed my stuff and I'm looking at Subnautica on my screen. But because the VTuber stuff is above that on the layers, you can't see it. That's because in this background, I can select this color picker here, and then right here, I get to select if it's transparent or not. And so when I put transparent, it makes this whole background, everything behind it, transparent on whatever my recording is. And so so it's not necessarily a green screen. I could also go, I don't know, like this, and make it a purple or gray, and it would still be transparent. But I just like the green because it kind of matches the aesthetic a little bit. I don't know. Let's go like that green, a little lighter. And so that's how I make it transparent. All right, there we go. Where are we going? We go build something, I think. Probably building the...
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Going up. Yay! I love doing that, that's so fun. Yeah, of course. I'm always happy to help. This is a community that I want to help you guys learn and grow just as much as you guys help me. And so like any questions or concerns, I'm always happy to help. As long as it's not incredibly personal or against controversial topics. I've got a Discord, and on there has a lot of the rules. I think I've got the rules somewhere on my Twitch channel as well, but I should probably double check that. But as long as you don't talk about politics, like the president or anything, because a lot of people will then start arguing, and like don't be mean, obviously, which I doubt you guys would, then I'm willing to talk about and share pretty much anything. As long as it's not too personal to myself as well. Because I don't need people also like harassing me or anything like that. But I'm willing to share life experiences or my advice or any way I could help. I'm always happy. Chocolate or vanilla? Now, chocolate or vanilla, that's very difficult because I think it heavily depends on what it would be. Like, personally, I'm more of a vanilla guy. I like vanilla ice cream a lot more than chocolate ice cream. And yeah, like I like I think I like vanilla a little more. If it was like all chocolate or all vanilla, I would choose vanilla just because I feel like chocolate is a lot. But I do really like when it's like twisted and like half and half. I was doing, oh yeah, I was taking that off. There we go. Skyrim or Fallout? That's really difficult because, well, I love and grew up with Skyrim and know Skyrim in and out, and I adore it. I also really like learning the story behind everything and stuff like that. And I really like learning all about the lore and the world. And while Skyrim has a really good one, it's also constantly contradicting itself. Blah 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 blah. Ah, that's expensive. Let's go see what this is actually going to take to build. And so, because it's constantly contradicting itself, it like makes it hard to like really enjoy it and get into it. Well, Fallout has a pretty clear cut. I'm sure that there's some plot holes and stuff like that in it. It's just not nearly as much, just because it's not an entire new world. It's based more in reality, and so it's not quite as bad. That's what makes it so hard for me to get behind Harry Potter and stuff, because there's just so many plot holes and be like, why don't they do this? Why is it like that? On my settings, I'm trying out the highlight interactable, and so I could turn that off and like it's fine. But with this setting, I think it's only for below 0, maybe in Subnautica 2 now, but where was that? Accessibility. It highlights all the interactables, so it's kind of obnoxious with all the lockers, but when you're going out here looking for like resources, now when it's dark and I can barely see, I already see 1, 2, 3, and I can already see that one up there, but I'm debating if it's useful or not. I'm having a hard time deciding if it is, but because I can see that already faster than it highlights it, like that one. But sometimes I'm like, blah 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 blah. Oh, there's one. So I've been debating. But yeah, like Fallout, I really like Fallout. I haven't really gotten crazy into it just because I haven't got around to it. I prefer games that like are at least a little more recent, so that way they're a little more coherent and I can actually play it from start to finish, even if it's the entire series, like preferably an entire series start to finish. But Fallout's so old and it's stuff that like all the older games are, 1, hard to actually get around to playing and finding, and 2, like just aren't nearly as interesting. Alright, that's right. We were gonna look at what it takes to build a power cell and a advanced wiring kit. Advanced wiring kit. Extra silver. Is that really all? So that, and then that takes 2 batteries, which we're gonna need more batteries. So many batteries. We should build an exterior grow bed real quick, just so that way we can have the ribbon plants growing like up here. We can always disassemble it later. What, right here?
The grow bed lets you grow plants and vegetables, providing flavorful options
Let's go
for
get
evading
some
scurvy.
of those. So we'll pick up some of these so we don't have to swim so far for these. 2 of those and the ribbon plants, and we'll just farm and collect a ton of ribbon plants. That way we don't have to go scouring for them every time we need a new battery. This is getting ridiculous. Oh, no copper. Darn it. What about you? Copper? No, just titanium. Darn it. Well, at least I don't really have to worry about titanium nearly as much in this game. Sometimes. When it's just titanium that I need, then it's a bit of an issue. That's an egg. Not seeing any ribbon plants. Freaking anywhere. Oh, that's just a million grav traps around, though. Well, we already got all those. What are you? I think we already scanned whatever that was supposed to be. More eggs. Wait, what are you? Propulsion? I think we've got... Yeah, we already got that. Okay. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Oh, all of a sudden the music kicked up. Grab trap, darn it. Alright, where's the... Yeah, let's head this way. I think they're more in the twisty bridges. Whoa, wait, what is this? Whoa. Is this how you're supposed to find more alien stuff?
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen
Wait,
remaining.
it goes up to over there. Alright, sidetrack. The Great Wall of China? What about the Great Wall of China? I think the Great Wall of China is really cool. It's like ridiculously long. Like, you read about it in books and it's like, yeah, it's pretty long. But it's like something like 100 miles long or something ridiculous like that. It's like insane. Like, if I remember right, it takes you like 3 days to walk the whole thing. Like, legitimately. Like, if you start and you just want to walk the whole thing, it's like 3 days. But also that's because like a good portion of it's like broken and not walkable on, and so you just kind of have to walk next to it. Alright, well, this will be a sidetrack for later, another day. 'Cause we're kind of running out of time. Yeah, let's see. Let's Google it right now. How long is the Great Wall of China? 13,000 miles. Right there. 13,170 miles. Yeah. Let's see. Walking, it would probably take a person roughly 18 months of continuous daily walking to traverse the entire official length. All right. Not just 3 days. I'm sorry. I undersold that. 18 months. That's over a year. That's insane. Well, the most popular one, I think, is this part, the Ming Dynasty Wall, because I want to say that's the the most recent visible and well-preserved section of the wall. So like that's only 5,000 miles, which is still an insane amount of like place. How long did it take to make it? Let's see. Over 2,000 years, I guess, because it's been like it just kept getting added on to. From the looks of it, that's crazy. Trenches, yeah. Discontinuous like walls, trenches, and natural defense barriers built by various dynasties over 2,000 years. Edit in 2 ways. Yeah, and so I think a lot of it's like kind of broken down and destroyed, or not fully connected because there's like a cliff instead of a official wall. Yeah, so like it just spans all the way through this wilderness, and so this is like the well-preserved area, I think. And like up over these mountains and around, it just goes crazy. Yeah, so like this is some of the parts that aren't nearly like not aren't quite as intact and a little harder to traverse. And so like I don't think it's like all one continuous wall. So see how there's this path, so it's not all technically connected, but it's close enough that it might as well be. The Ming Great Wall. I don't know if that's actually it. Well, that's insane. I didn't realize it was. I knew it was long, but I didn't realize it was that long. That's crazy. Is that the wall? Why is it so weird like that? Did you know that like a ton of the wall just has like dead bodies in it? I heard. Let's fact check me before I start running my mouth. No. Great Wall of China. Or does it have bodies is not filled with human remains, while an estimated hundreds of thousands of forced laborers died from harsh conditions during its construction. Evidence in historical records never intentionally buried. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we Googled this before I totally just spouted lies, apparently. Because I was told once that it had like that people that would work on it for so long and so hard that they'd just die, and they'd be like, "Hey, look, more material to build with." So they threw the body in, and just kept working. But I guess that's a load of lies. I was lied to. Yogurt with ketchup is diabolical and should be a crime. You should go to prison if you eat yogurt with ketchup. Just because they're the same consistency, basically, doesn't mean they need to get eaten together. That's not what I wanted to eat. I wanted to eat these. There we go. Gross. Alright. Still looking for ribbon plants. I haven't seen them. Oh wait, I wanted to pick up one more of these because I accidentally ate one. Oopsies. It just fell in front of my mouth. What was I supposed to do? Not eat it? I don't see any ribbon plants. Oh my goodness. Where are they all hiding? With ketchup. That's terrible. That's terrible. Your friend needs to go to jail. That's so bad. No. Gross.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen.
I'm stabbing
remaining.
a plant right now. Just pick that up. And we'll stab it once I replant it. Alright, well, that should be enough to... let's pick up a few more.
Oxygen.
Right. Tell them that I now say that's a criminal offense, and if he continues to do it, that's a minimum of 3 years jail time. Minimum. It could increase depending on how much he eats and if he does so knowingly. Yeah. It's just jail. Jail. Alright. Now we have a few of these. We needed, what, 2? Alright. Is there like any more nearby? So we're gonna need 4 for more batteries. So I want enough to actually plant as well. There we go. There we go. That's 6. So that should be 4 for batteries, 2 for planting, along with the handful of seeds I've collected. That should be enough. Now for the ridiculously long swim back home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we really need a sea truck. This is redonkulous. I just wanted a base. I shouldn't have decided to build my base so soon, but I wanted a place to store our crap. Yeah, I cut my finger today. Now, each time I accidentally bump it against my controller the wrong way, it hurts. Now, where it's gonna start bleeding again. I cut myself like, not on intentionally, but like every day. I end up like with like 3 or 4 cuts. It just from my work somehow they just appear. I don't ever remember getting cut, but then all of a sudden I look down and my arm has like 3 or 4 cuts on it. I'm like, where did you even come from? And half the time I don't realize it until I put on some more sunscreen because I'm out working outside a lot of the day. And then I'll just like, something will sting and I'll be like, ow, what stings? And I'll look at my arm and it's like, oh, it's 3 new cuts. Where did you come from?
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, I've got one on my knuckle, on my pointer finger. And I have no idea how or why it's injured. It just, all of a sudden I looked down today and it was bleeding. And I'm like, clearly I punched something or something. But there's some kind of demon is nibbling on my little hands when I'm not looking. Don't. I'm coming down here for those plants. I've got a knife. I'm warning you. Yeah, you swim away, buddy. Oh, shoot. My inventory's full. Nope. Oh, I warned you. Let's drop the seeds because it will get more out of the full plants than the seeds. Okay, now we can put in the seed. Or not. They all disappeared. Nope, there they are. Okay, now we can go home. Yeah, I think it's because I work in essentially construction. It's more maintenance than construction, so I just end up doing a lot of things like building fences was a project that I did last week. Do a lot of digging holes and removing bushes. Removing bushes, like even though they're dead, they still cut you up a lot because they're still like dry wood. So I think that's where I get like the most of my cuts, is trying to remove dead bushes. But luckily for me, I don't really scar all that easily. I've only got like a small handful of scars. Oh wait, I wanted to place those. Well, tell your friend he's in jail now. He's gonna go to jail. So he better watch himself. If he's not careful, I'll get him. They're all tough and strong until they're in jail. One more. Then collect. Darn it, we're one short. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, well, shoot. Well, whatever. I guess we've got one extra. Vomit. Well, joke's on him. He's just gonna regret that. That's his poor life decisions. if you challenge authority so much that you're just gonna end up screwing yourself over. Ah, wait, I wanted to plant those grapevines. I'm an idiot. Oh. Can I stab you? Nope, I'm gonna have to wait till they're fully grown before I can plant these stupid things now. Darn it! Alright, whatever. Put the sulfide there. Oh, I put all the copper away. I needed that copper. And you know what? Let's just make an extra one of those instead of waiting. What was I doing with these? Building batteries? Was that it? Yeah, batteries. There we go. Alright, now we have 2 extra batteries. And then 2 a silicone. We have that. There we go. Power cell. There we go. Now we got the power cell down. Look at us go. Okay, let's go build another plant. Whatever it's called. Plant garden. 'Cause I'm not waiting for those to grow. Might as well just have a full one. Baby? Why are you not building? I want you to look somewhat good. There we go. Okay, bye. Wait, where's my sleep light? I need you. Alright, well, it's the perfect time to leave anyway. It is 9:15 for me. It was a good time to call it a day. Alright. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been lovely to have you. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys come again so that way we can talk more. And be safe and have fun and bye. Hey, do we have anyone in chat?